On a cold February morning in 1929, 7 men were brutally gunned down in a Chicago garage, marking a turning point in the bloody saga of organized crime that would shock the nation and change law enforcement forever. This is the story of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, a crime that would become a defining moment in American criminal history. The year was 1929. Chicago was a city transformed by Prohibition, a playground for gangsters, bootleggers, and ambitious criminals who saw opportunity in every dark corner and empty speakeasy. At the center of this violent landscape stood two rival gangs, Al Capone's Chicago outfit and the North Side gang led by Bugs Moran. Their war wasn't just about territory. It was about control of a multi-million-dollar illegal alcohol empire that fueled the city's underground economy. Prohibition had turned ordinary criminals into millionaires overnight. Alcohol, once a legal commodity, was now the most lucrative business in town, and men were willing to kill to protect their interests. On February 14, 1929, something extraordinary was about to happen. Bugs Moran's gang typically received a shipment of illegal whiskey at a garage located at 2122 North Clark Street. What they didn't know was that Al Capone had orchestrated an elaborate plan to eliminate his rivals. That morning, several men arrived at the garage dressed as police officers. To the unsuspecting North Side gang members, this looked like a routine raid, but this was no ordinary police operation. At approximately 10:30 a.m., the fake officers lined up 7 men against a wall. Witnesses later reported hearing multiple gunshots. When the smoke cleared, 6 members of Bugs Moran's gang and an unfortunate mechanic lay dead. While Al Capone was in Florida at the time of the shooting, most historians believe he was the mastermind behind this massacre. The primary theories about the motive include territorial control. Moran's gang had been encroaching on Al Capone's bootlegging territories, threatening his lucrative alcohol distribution networks. Personal vendetta. Years of violent confrontation between the two gangs had created an atmosphere of mutual hatred and revenge. Economic warfare. Eliminating Moran's key lieutenants would significantly weaken the North Side gang's infrastructure. Interestingly, Bugs Moran himself narrowly escaped. He arrived at the garage shortly after the shooting and, seeing police cars, fled the scene. A twist of fate that likely saved his life. The massacre marked a turning point in public perception of organized crime. While gangland killings were not uncommon, the brazenness of this attack, occurring in broad daylight and mimicking a police raid, shocked the American public. Law enforcement, embarrassed by their inability to prosecute Capone, began to take a more aggressive approach. This event ultimately contributed to increased federal investigations and would eventually lead to Capone's conviction for tax evasion in 1931. Beyond the immediate violence, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre represented a critical moment in American criminal history. It symbolized the height of gangster culture during Prohibition and demonstrated how criminal organizations had become sophisticated, strategic, and terrifyingly organized. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre remains one of the most infamous crimes in American history, a brutal testament to a time when criminals became celebrities and violence was a business strategy. If you want to dive deeper into history's most shocking criminal investigations, subscribe to the Criminal Investigation Files right now. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join us on more journeys into the darkest chapters of human history.